So Father Robert was in Barcelona. He was at Mobile World Congress. I am jealous. What a great city, one of the world's great cities, and what a great conference. He says it was a great event. While he was there, he talked to a guy named Ruben Berron from Endless Computing about building a computer for the next billion. Take it away, Father.
Ruben, you introduced me to this. This is the Endless Mini. It's a way for people who maybe don't have access to the internet, maybe don't have a whole lot of resources to spend, and maybe don't have a way to learn about the world at large that the rest of us talk about, for them to participate. Tell me about why you created this device.
Matt Daly, our CEO, was traveling in India and Bangladesh, China and all that. And he said, how come these people don't have computers, don't have access to computers? Knowledge is everything. You want to develop, you need to have knowledge. So he said, well, they have smartphones and they have TVs. But then we figured out the smartphone is not powerful enough. So that's what this idea came about. But it's more than the hardware, it's the software. So we spent 2 years with users in the slums in India, in the favelas in Rio de Janeiro, talking to users, what exactly do you need, what would you like to have? And that's when we came about with both the software, which is really the soul of the product, and also the hardware. In terms of the hardware, we're trying to bring the price as low as possible. This is an ARM-based computer, $79 entry point. We can access to those people who are really at the edge, and refugee camps, Haiti, all those places, so they can afford the hardware.
There are going to be members of our audience who are saying, I've heard that the poor people all have mobile phones, and that's how they get their internet. But that's not really the case, is it?
Well, even if they have phones, not necessarily as smartphones, they are feature phones, that's number one. But even more than that, I would tell your audience, have you tried to write a resume in a tablet, let alone a phone? Have you tried to do an Excel worksheet or something in a phone? I mean, it's okay to view, to consume information, maybe change one cell or two, but it's very difficult to produce information. And imagine a kid making his homework on a phone.
Thank you again for sharing your vision for the next billion people. Leo, back to you in the studio, and hopefully you've received your Endless Mini.
Well, actually, Robert, you brought it. And that's great.
That's a good run.
Right. Yeah, you're a fast worker. You know, it's interesting because one laptop per child was trying to get the price down to $100 for a laptop, and they had a hard time doing that. That's how far we've come, $79. Now, you still have to have, do you need it, doesn't come with a keyboard or mouse? Or does it?
No, so yeah, you would have to find
a keyboard, a mouse.
USB keyboard, USB mouse.
And then a screen, and I guess it's designed to work with any TV.
Precisely, but the big thing about this is not just the cost. It was the recognition that where these computers are going to be used, they're betting they're not going to have broadband, or at least consistent
broadband. That I find interesting as well. Right. So they come with stuff loaded on it.
Precisely. So, for example,
this is the interface right here.
This is
a
the
Linux computer?
It is a Linux computer. It's not the fastest thing on the planet, but so if you go to open up an internet browser and it's not connected at the moment, it will tell you, look, you're not connected to the internet, but then you can go ahead and load the different apps. It has a word processor. It has a spreadsheet. It has different things that you can do offline. And here's
this funny. This is the opposite of Mark Zuckerberg's internet.org, where they give you free internet with a limited number of sites. There's no internet, but we have lots of it. Is there? It said encyclopedia. Is that Wikipedia, or what is that on?
Well, that will depend, because this is the other big selling point of this. When you do have internet connectivity, so if you bring it into an area that will have Wi-Fi, if you're able to actually get it connected, it will cache some of the most popular content. So you can
So it updates itself when it can get online.
Absolutely. So it'll update the news sites that you go to. It'll update the entries that you actually wanted to see in Wikipedia, so that the next time you go to look at it, it will be inside the device.
Interesting. Photo editor, virtual school, music, a Word processor called Writer. It has some games, some media. What is the virtual school?
The virtual school was one of the ideas that they were playing with. And the idea is, can we make a device that they could give to students where you could load up lessons and things that they might want to learn even beyond the standard curriculum, and get it into the device automatically? And that's exactly what you can do here. Now, the idea is this will be updated. As you go along and as you develop curriculum, you can add new tabs.
But it does come with hundreds of videos.
Absolutely. And you know, they're getting all of this off the internet, and they're creating a device that gives the internet to people who don't actually have the internet. I love the concept.
Yeah. Is it HDMI out? Does it require? No, there's component as well.
Yeah, there's component. You got RCA, composite out. You got Ethernet. You got HDMI. You've got USB and power. It's actually pretty basic, but it
that's
covers
cool.
all the bases. If you've got an
$79.
HDMI set, you can use it. If you've got one of those old TVs, you can hook it up to the RCA.
Right. $79.
$79.
Okay, is that available now?
I believe so, right? Yeah, that's shipping now.
Okay, and for $99 you get more RAM, more storage, and you get Wi-Fi.
The built-in
on this.
Wi-Fi,
That's
right.
that's kind of cool.